Skip. I believe that double nickel game that he had, and they were right there, it took it out of them. They put everything they could in that game, and they didn't get it. So for me, he rested a total of 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the entire game. So he played 42. He's played, what? What did he play last? I got it right here. 43 minutes and 23 seconds last night. 52 minutes 2 nights earlier. It just took too much energy out of him. So I just want to get, because I like to provide, what Skip and I like to do here on this show is we like to provide context. Now, I'm not going to call the guy's name, but I'm going to tell you what a guy did about 20-something years ago, 30 years ago. He dropped 63 in a double overtime game in which they lost. He came back the next game in game 3 and scored 19 points. Now, people might not believe this, but he was the 3rd leading scorer on his own team in that game 3 loss. John Paxson had 24. The great Dave Corzine. I know you remember Dave Corzine because he played for your favorite team, San Antonio Spurs. You remember? Had the beard. I know you know Dave Corzine. He scored more points than this guy, who in a double overtime, he played 53 minutes. Dame played 52 minutes. Dame followed that up with another 43 minutes, and then so I'm just going to show you that when you play those kind of minutes, you're a jump shooter, which your guy was at that time, it zaps it out of you. So I gave him a B. There's nothing else Skip, what cost him the game was Nurk getting in foul trouble because he couldn't do anything with Yoke. Can you say it with me? Is Yoke the MVP? Is Yoke the MVP? I want you to say it right now in front of national
team. We're not talking about Yoke. Joel Embiid is better than Jokic any day, any night,
he's not.
Any week,
Skip,
any
the man
month.
hurt. When the last time you saw Joel Embiid play?
Okay, back to the case at hand.
I gave him a B.
You say you like to provide context.
Yes.
No, you like to provide absurd excuses for players that you buy into that I don't. I don't buy into Damian Lillard in the big picture because he can't sell me. And this was another night where he came up even smaller than he is at about, what, we give him 6'2" or 3. I'm going to give him an F because this was an epic fail. This is an elimination game in Portland against a team that you can beat. You're about 50-50.
No, we're 3-6. That ain't 50-50. 4-5 is 50-50.
There's no Jamal Murray for the other team. There's no Will Barton, who was their starting point guard. They're down 2 of their 5 starters.
Yes.
So you should be evenly matched with them at home. You should at least be able to hold serve and get it back to Denver for a Game 7. And what happened in the second half, I don't want to hear about tired. It's not like they had to play back-to-back after his double nickel game. They didn't have to play Thursday night. It was Friday night.
Yeah, you got to play
back-to-back. Please, don't put Damian Lillard in the same sentence with Michael Jeffrey Jordan or we're going to get struck by lightning.
No, Skip. You looking at Michael Jeffrey Jordan as a finished product. I'm talking about at the time that he did what he did, and Dame Lillard is a better complete player than Michael was. That was his 2nd year in the league, Skip.
It's his 2nd year in the league.
Okay.
He's coming off a broken foot that cost him almost the entire year for a team that was sub 500, and he came back for the last 7 games of the regular season and played the playoffs against one of the greatest teams ever, the Boston Celtics.
But you didn't say anything about LeBron coming off an ankle injury.
Let's not change the subject from Damian Lillard. What did Damian do with the money on the table? It got pushed to the table in the second half. It's 50-50. It's back and forth, and it's a teeter-totter game between 2 teams that are deadly evenly matched. And what does he do in the second half? He goes 1 for 9. He goes 0 of 6 from 3.
Okay.
You can have tired legs all you want, but when we got to the 4th quarter, he went 1 for 6 and 0 of 3 from 3 in a game that with 6:12 left was tied at 108.
So I just want to hear you. Just make sure I'm hearing you correctly. NBA players are not allowed to get tired.
Just stop it with tired. Are you that guy or not? This is a home game in a series in which the previous home game, which was Game 4, you went 1 for 10.
Oh, no, Skip.
Really?
Skip.
And he's a superstar. We've never seen anybody as clutch as this guy.
Ty Lue said Kawhi was tired. Is Kawhi that guy or not?
I've told you repeatedly he is not that guy.
That's not what you said. You told me he was the best player when he got to L.A. That's what you said. You said he was the best player in the league when he got there, but that's not here nor there. But Skip, what I can't understand, now Michael Jordan When he started, they lost the first 2 games in Boston.
Don't go with Michael Jordan. You can't do it.
Yes, you can.
He went 6-0 in the finals with 6 MVPs. This guy has never even sniffed an NBA finals. This guy has come up small in so many playoff
What was he in 1986?
Oh, stop it.
Let me ask you a question.
Is that all you got?
How about I do it like this here? How many times
criticize Jordan?
How many times as the lower seed has Michael Jordan won a series?
I don't care. I'm talking about Damian Lillard.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about
you don't want to do context, Skip.
I'm talking about a Damian Lillard who came up so small, getting swept in 2018 by the New Orleans Pelicans, and he missed a game-winning shot in Game 2.
So Jordan never missed a game-winning shot. Okay. So what NBA player?
What reaching for Jordan? Okay. Just leave him out of this.
Let me ask you this.
We're talking about a guy who's never proven anything. This was a first-round series.
Stop saying that. Just because, Skip, you got to stop doing this. You and others.
I dare you to go back and look at the 2019 Western Conference Finals. Golden State did not have Kevin Durant. So it basically was Stephen Clay against CJ and Dame. And go look at what Dame did in the fourth quarter. Go look at the fourth quarters. I dare you.
Who had gone to
I dare you to look at the fourth quarters.
Finals without Kevin Durant. That's the same Golden State team that went 73-9.
You say, we've never seen anything like this. And I told you, on one night, that was the greatest distance clutch shooting I've ever seen in one single game. But that does not make him a superstar, because he's not. And he's been proven wrong again and again and again. How can you defend it? You gave him a B for 1 for 9 in the second half and 0 for 6 for 3?
What superstar has never missed a game-winning shot? But you still have yet to tell me, how many series did Jordan win when he was the underdog?
Stop it. I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Okay. How many finals has Damian been to?
Skip,
how about Big Zero?
He hadn't been to any.
Yeah. How many has he gotten close? No, he hadn't even gotten close. He got swept by Golden State with no KD.
So in the Western Conference Finals, is that not close?
Are you that guy or not? Are you that guy?
So was Jordan that guy? So when did Jordan? So Jordan wasn't a guy until he became the guy, right?
Just please, we're going to get struck.
No, we're not, Skip. Because Skip, what you do, everybody do. All this is 6-0. So what about the years before? What about the years after 6-0? Do they not matter?
We're talking about a golden apple versus a rotten orange.
Skip,
that's what we're talking about.
All I'm saying, Skip, all I'm saying is that if you provide context for this, you said Jordan 63 followed up by 19. So why did he score 19 points? He was at home.
Just stop it.
He was at home.
I'm not going to dignify that. If that's your argument here, you got none.
Ain't no dignifying.
Can you explain why Damian Lillard went 1 for 9 and 0 for 6 from 3? I just told you. Oh, he was tired.
So why Jordan scored 19? Why did Jordan score 19?
Stop it.
Why did he score 19?
I'm not going to dignify
Exactly.
Next.
He got outscored by Dave Corzine and John Paxson. But Skip won't tell you why.
Oh, stop it.
They're going to figure it out right now.
We will never see Damian.
Dame's a superstar.
The one and only Michael Rappaport joins us live.